In this video, you will learn how to spot tactics in real games through 5 key patterns. Let's begin. Pattern number 1 is loose pieces. Undefended pieces are usually easy targets for you. Here, black made the mistake of capturing the pawn, which led to queen to a4. Since the knight was a loose piece, it had to move back, and then the bishop was lost. What do you think is the loose piece for the black side here? You're right, it's the rook on a6. We have a bishop which is pointing towards the h7 square. Therefore, we can trade minor pieces like this and then play queen to d3, targeting both the loose piece and threatening checkmate on h7, which leads to the loss of a rook. Pattern number 2 is the alignment of pieces. Here white played rook takes f7, and after queen takes, do you see how the black queen and king are aligned along the same diagonal? Taking advantage of this, white played bishop to d5, pinning the black queen. This led to black's loss. In this position, black first delivered a check and a trade took place. Now, let's see if you can use the alignment of pieces to find the winning move. The correct move is actually pawn to a2. If the king goes to c1, then bishop to a3 and the king will be checkmated. But if the king goes to a1, then taking advantage of this alignment, we can play bishop to g7, winning the queen. Moving on to pattern number 3. White has this pawn which is very close to promotion. However, white has a huge weakness too. Can you figure out what it is? Yes, you are correct. The third pattern is an exposed king. When your opponent has an exposed king, you can coordinate all your pieces together in order to attack it. Here, queen to h2 was played, and then this rook joined the party. After king e3, rook takes f3 was played. This is a skewer tactic, which led to the loss of the queen and the game. Let's see if you can solve this. Black has just played the move rook to b2, threatening checkmate. Most players here will panic. However, we know the pattern. Black has an exposed king. How do we take advantage? We use the checks, captures and attacks method to play knight to f7, which is a check. The rook is pinned. Since the king has to move, we keep checking the king until it reaches the f5 square. Now, seeing that the king is extremely exposed and surrounded by white pieces and pawns, can you find the checkmate in 1? It is knight to d6. White has just captured our rook which was on the b2 square. We play queen takes d1 check. After bishop to f1, we are introduced to the fourth pattern, which is overloading. When one piece has too many defensive duties at the same time, then it is overloaded. Taking advantage of this, black played the move pawn to h2. Now the king is overloaded in two different ways, so it's doing two things at the same time. If the king takes, then the bishop is gone. If the king moves, then we can promote to a queen and then take the bishop. Let's see another example. Here, black has just played the move knight to f3, attacking our queen and our rook. What do you think we should play here? Are we losing? Absolutely not. Let's use the checks, captures and attacks method to find the best move. We see this check, queen to d8. The black queen blocks. What do we do next? Again, checks, captures, attacks. Can you find the best move here? The move is queen takes d6. The rook has to take and then it's checkmate because the knight is restricting the king. Do you see how this rook was overloaded as it was protecting the rook on g8 and the pawn on the d6 square? But some of you might be having a question. What do I do if I can't see any patterns? Well, you must use the CCA, checks, captures and attacks method. The best move here is long castles, checking the white king. After king to e1, I want you to find the winning combination. It's not one move. Pause the video and calculate. The move is rook takes, and after king takes, I hope you found the right move. Queen to a1 is incorrect because the knight just defends and we're just down a knight. The correct move is actually rook to d8 check, because after the king moves, do you see how this king and the rook are along the same line? We can play queen to a1 here, which is a skewer. After the king moves, the rook is gone. You need to solve a lot of tactics to gain pattern recognition. I have many videos on the checks, captures and attacks method, so if you have any doubts, you can check them out. This puzzle actually features 3 patterns. It sounds unbelievable, but let me show you what I'm talking about. First, since we can't find anything clearly here, like there's no obvious move which stands out, let's use the checks, captures and attacks method. Well, we have queen to d8 check. Now, the king must capture. But what's next? It's pattern number 1. Remember, undefended pieces. The rook and also this pawn. There is also another pattern here, which is an exposed king. Do you see how all these patterns tie together? The best move here is queen to c8, targeting both this pawn and the undefended rook. There's absolutely nothing white can do here to defend himself. Let's say some move like rook a4, we capture the pawn, and after queen takes g3, checkmate is coming soon because the white king is super exposed. Thanks for watching the video. Train to win. Bye.